How's it going? Good, how are you? The same one. Alright. Should I just walk right in your... I'm sorry.
Oh, gosh.
We
did.
She can trim it out. She edits.
Oh, now she's going to be extra with it, right?
What's up, guys? Thought that would be a fun introduction to the vlog today, and I am going to show you more of my workout with Jerome. But one of the things that I wanted to talk with you guys about today is something that's recently happened in my life. Over the Christmas break, I got a letter from Medicare. And if you don't know anything about Medicare, let me explain. Medicare is a supplemental insurance you can get when you are considered disabled. And what it does is that insurance will help you with anything if you're in the hospital or you have medications that you need, or like me, I have a wheelchair that, you know, sometimes I have to have repairs done to. That insurance will pay for what your other insurance doesn't. So I had like a Medicare supplemental income. And so basically what that meant for me was my job gives me Blue Cross Blue Shield insurance. And then I also got Medicare from the government. And so anything that Blue Cross didn't take care of, Medicare would pick up and pay for the other part. And sometimes, every now and then, I'd have to pay a little bit as well, but it wasn't a whole lot at all. Matter of fact, my doctor's visits were like $12, and that's with the Blue Cross Blue Shield and with the Medicare, depending on, you know, what was going on and why I was coming to see my doctor. So over Christmas, Merry Christmas to me, I found out the government is not considering me disabled anymore. And I looked it up. I called them and talked with the lady, and I looked it up also. Basically, if you can work, you're not disabled. There are some people that they'll allow to work, but you can only make, I think, $2,000 a month. You can't make over that. And that's not a lot of money. And so if you make over $2,000, they don't consider you disabled, which is the dumbest crap I think I've ever heard of. I was diagnosed with cerebral palsy, I call it CP, at 6 months old. Okay? It's not going to go away. You know, I'll have it till I die. It's just a condition that I have. And so, but if I were to quit my job and my doctor, you know, rendered me disabled, I could get it back. And if I filed for disability, I could get my Medicare back. So because they don't consider me disabled, they're taking that away, which it's not it's not worst case scenario. What'll happen is, I still obviously get to keep my insurance through my work, but what'll happen is that now anything that my insurance doesn't cover, if it's wheelchair related or anything like that, anything they don't cover, I've got to pick up now instead of Medicare picking it up, which really, really sucks. I have it until April, so that's good, but I just think it's ridiculous. I'm not one of these people that I feel like I'm entitled to something. Like, I've never felt that way, unless it comes to insurance, and I hate to say it that way, but not everybody has a wheelchair that they have to maintain and take care of, and a chair that tears up sometimes, and, you know, it's really costly. My wheelchair costs $40,000, and it's not like it breaks down all the time, but it does break down, and those repairs can be really expensive. Also, you know, I'm not in the hospital a lot, thank God. Like, I rarely have to go in the hospital for anything, but it's nice to know that I do have that supplemental insurance that will pick up what Blue Cross doesn't cover. And that's just a nice relief to have. So the fact that the government doesn't consider me disabled, what do you call it then? If I don't have a disability, then what do you call it? If you have something like I do, cerebral palsy, and you work, then you're not considered disabled. again, that's stupid because they don't take into account it takes me 30 minutes at work to go to the bathroom. Just to go urinate, it takes me about 15 to 30 minutes, depending, right? So, I mean, there are certain accommodations and things like that I have to be able to do my job. I don't think I should have to be penalized just because I am in a wheelchair and I do work. If you can't work, then, you know, they want to take care of you. But yet, if I work and want to be a productive member of society, I get punished. Like, it's so stupid. The reason that I work is because I like making my own money. I don't want someone just to hand me, you know, here's your check for doing nothing, pretty much. And here's your insurance for doing nothing. But I do think that people should be able to get supplemental insurance. Not full-blown insurance. I don't need it because I have my other insurance. But I do think regardless, if you have something like CP, spina bifida, cystic fibrosis, muscular dystrophy, it should be a given that you get, if you work, you get a supplemental income. I mean, a supplemental insurance. You know, I don't want money. I don't want income. But I would like the insurance. And I think that should just be a given, you know. Because you can't help the cards that you're dealt when you're born. You know, it just happens. And like I said, I'm going to be fine. I have insurance anyway. I have a good paying job. You know, and I can budget. I can do all that. I'll be fine. It's just, it's the principle and the point of the thing. I'm looking forward to the new year. I'm going to bring you guys some great content. And I hope that you will stick around. Thanks so much, those of you. I've held strong at 78 subscribers. And thanks so much for holding in there with me, sticking with me, watching my videos, listening to me rant, caring about my life, and interested in the life that I live. Definitely going to be bringing you guys some content, so stay tuned for that. And remember, there's nothing you can't do.
Yo, we at Team Robinson. Check out Whitney Cranford's channel. She is the best boxer in the whole wide world. Anybody can get it.